What's going on, guys? My name is Matt, and today I'm going to be helping you automate your fitness business. This video I was actually building for a client and decided that I thought it would be really valuable for you guys to know. So I stopped, opened up my Zapier, created a quick test form, and we're going to go through it together. So this is how to create a daily lead recap. If you use something like Typeform and you want to send that to like your Slack, for example. So I've already started a little bit, but I've just stopped and I'm going to walk through it with you. So inside Zapier, I've created a news app and I've set the first step to be scheduled by Zapier. Now, basically this lets you run a workflow consistently, every day, every month, every week, but it fires it off for you. So you don't have to send it any information to start it. It just goes by itself. So for this one, we've got every day at 4:30 p.m. That doesn't trigger on the weekdays. It's going to complete the following actions. So I've selected Typeform here and I'm going to look up responses. Now, I'm going to need to go through this and set it up with you live. So, forgive me if I can make a couple of mistakes here because we do need to use a custom step. So, but we just need to be able to pull all of the lookup responses. And then the settings that I've got here, the form is called lead gen. It's just an example lead gen form that I've got. And the response submitted since the specified date and time, you can put like -24 for the past 24 hours and that will work. Or you could do like past how many hours in a week, however many hours in a week it is, or the past month, and it'll pull that. And I just leave pretty much everything else blank. So search for responses that are complete. I'm going to have that as false. Since responses that are complete. I think I want that actually to be true. Search for responses that are complete. So only completed responses. And then if no, search results found, mark successful, and run steps that use search results. So we're going to press continue, and I'm going to retest this just to make sure that we got updated information. So what we've got here, if I make this a bit bigger, you can see we've got our responses in bundles here. So response 1, it's got all of the responses. Response 2, it's got all our responses. Now, we're not actually going to use the response data too much. We're actually going to use the bundles that it comes through. So the next one that we add here is going to be a custom code step. So I think it's just code. And then we're going to press code. And what we're going to do is run some JavaScript. Press continue. You'll be able to copy this code one for one, but I am going to try and use the generate AI. So what we're going to do, we're going to click generate with AI and we're going to tell it exactly what we want it to do. So can you please create a very small script that counts items in an array, and we should go generate code. Now we'll just wait for it to come out and just wait for it. So const items, input data items, split. I'm going to walk through this with you when we get there. So we just go use code. So it thinks that the input data is it's the items array, and we're going to change this here because we want to feed it the number of bundles. So if we go look up responses in Typeform, see this one here, it says responses var score and it's 0 and 0, right? That is one that we could use. Let's just go out here. So responses field, we could pretty much take any of the responses that are like labeling, like listing off the things that are commed, but we just got to make sure that it comes through as an array. So we click on this one. Although I do know how to code, I'm actually not the best at it. So I constantly have to ask AI questions and stuff like that. So let's just see if this works here. So this should put in the array and then count the amount of things that are in there. So in this situation, it would be 2. So let's test it and see if it works. And we'll see, could we get really lucky and get it on the first time? If not, I'll have to get my code. We got really lucky the first time. So count is 2. It means we've got 2 leads in the past 24 hours, right? So now what we can do is take that information and put it into a Slack message. See, code doesn't have to be scary. It can actually be quite helpful. So what we're going to do, the next one is Slack, and we're going to send a message. So send, let's spell it properly, send channel message. And then in my one here, I've got a channel called YouTube Demos. And the message text is going to be, I'm going to use these little stars and go daily lead recap. Recap. The stars just make it bold. And then if we do this little arrow here, it like indents it a little bit. So let's just go leads. And then we're going to put our count in there. So if we press the plus, and then the JavaScript count is 2. And that's pretty much it. It's going to be super simple. So we're going to send it as a bot. Yes, bot name is lead recaps. And then the bot icon, if you know how Slack works, this is the emoji for the robot face. No link to the Zap. Everything else is pretty much fine. And we can press continue and we go test step. It should successfully send. And if we take a look here, we've got our daily leads recap. So that's just a really quick way that you can count your leads. Obviously, like, you know, if you don't get any leads, you may need to do some error handling in here, but honestly, just put that into Claude or ChatGPT and ask it to do the error handling for you and it will do it. But super easy way for you to keep a hold on your leads. Obviously, if you wanted to add like a Google sheet where you can track every day, you know, day Tuesday, this many leads, Wednesday, this many leads, or date 6th of Jan, 10 leads, 7th of Jan, 8 leads. You could do that as well. But this is just a super simple way that you can track your leads. By the way, I closed my school community, so now it's a paid community. But if you want a free resource to automate your business, then you can find that in the link below. But yeah, the school is now paid. I wanted to keep it a more closer knit, only for business owners and fitness business owners specifically. And then the course that I had in there, which, you know, I used to sell for $3,000, is in there for free. Well, not free because you're paying monthly for it. But yeah, I changed things up, seeing how it goes. If it sucks and no one joins, then I'll probably just open back up again. But the free resource there that I've created for you to download is basically a step-by-step guide on how to automate your business and how you should be thinking about automating your business. So let me know how you go with that one. If it's valuable, please let me know. But I'll speak to you guys soon.